Righty Roo and Cuckoo Choo to you and all my nobodies not watching out there. I did check out. Yeah, no, apparently they just sort of breezed over my poem this time. She just sort of complimented how much I'd grown, but I didn't. I guess the whole thing was, oh, we had that moment before, which is what was proof that my poem was good. Not perfect by any means, but we got to share chocolate, then it got split up and whatever. So I kind of want to know what Natsuki's poem is, because I'm not going to, because they said they were doing the same beach thing, so let's just do that. Oh man, this is seriously a step backwards. Are you insulting me, or? I liked your two way better than this one. I mean, you didn't like my last one last time, which is fair because it had the least to do with you. This one had 0 hits on your little chibi counter. So, yeah, no, this would totally be like I didn't expect you to like it. I'm more interested in your poem, but that's okay. You say what you gotta say. I mean, I guess I can't be mad at you for trying different things, as long as you're not just trying to impress Yuri or something like that. Sidebar, 100% looks directly at the camera as the character that I'm playing just turns around, do I know what I look like? I don't know. Doesn't matter. 100% just is like, that's 100% exactly what I'm trying to do. I am trying to impress Yuri. I'm trying to make a poem for Yuri. Like, it's not... The rest of you are not the thing. Like, I don't know how many times I get a chance to do this, and at first I didn't know how the thing worked. The second time I was aiming for it, and I didn't know what was best, and this time I've been taking notes. And honestly, you've really given me very little reason to want you on my side. I like Yuri. Not just physically, but just like the personality especially. And normally I like Tsunderias, but you're just kind of unpleasant. And I like Sayori, but I don't know if I like the options that I have are those three, and it's like I'm gonna go with Yuri. But I feel like it's kind of fair for you to call me out on that, but also for me to be like, I'm not gonna tell you this, hopefully, but that's what my goal is. Okay, nope. She sort of just gross. Oh my god, you're like trying to seduce her. That's fucking gross, you weirdo. It's like, you're a first year. Like, I don't know what year I am, nor do I know what Yuri is, but I just get the feeling that it would be more weird if I aimed for you. Regardless of how mature you see yourself, but, you know. Okay. Like you said, I'm allowed to try new things. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Don't shut up, man. Shut up. Don't say those things. No. Gross. Again, back to the gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. I don't know what I could have possibly done to appear to be slacking off. If I'm aiming my audience, if I'm catering to an audience of one, that's still not slacking off. Really? Well, if what you ended up is just... Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? Also not the right thing to say, my guy. Why are you doing that? That's like almost a threat, especially to her. That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Wow, okay, I guess everything I do it's like, what if I played the game without considering and trying to, like, aim towards a character and just sort of kept writing the best poems that I liked? I don't think I would have gotten anywhere. I think I would have just it would have been like a, well, I guess I get lucky this time that it would just be, you know, if I didn't see the pattern, I didn't try, it would just be, you know, maybe I would have one from each of them, but it wouldn't ever, like, enhance. I wouldn't get closer to having a poem specifically for that person. And it's like, the reality is, I favor one over the others, so yeah. Gah. Natsuki elbows connects with my stomach, and she is assaulting me. She's throwing bows. She's throwing bows. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. Look, you just assaulted me. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Well, your elbow strike to my friggin' gut, sucker punch equivalent, was not, didn't come off as a joke. Pint size. Pint size is a joke. Actually striking somebody with your elbow in their stomach is not a joke. That's assault. I'm not gonna, no, I'm not even gonna say, I could do that in a number of different ways. I'm not going to. It's laughter. How the hell do you call that a joke? No, that's assault. At least you're not yandere, I guess? That seriously hurt, like, small or not. No, like, you got a good stance, and you look like you're petite enough to be, you got pointy elbows. You could throw some good force in that. Especially if I wasn't expecting it. Well, maybe it was funny to her. No, that's definitely it. I guess it's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around. Yeah, well, it'd be nice if I could control that. Anyway, holds her poem out in front of me like nothing even happened. I should just, like, cough and, like, have some blood, like, just onto the poem. Be like, oh, I'm sorry, you hit me, and I coughed out blood. But she wanted to do the beach thing with Yuri, so that was their thing. That's why I chose to read her poem next, and it's about beaches. So this is her title. I'll Be Your Beach, which could be interpreted a lot of ways just as a title. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminishes your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go to. For us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me be, if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. So if that's about me, that seems very much like you were trying to sort of like win back my affections. And it makes a lot of sense that you had already written this poem, read my poem, saw that it was obviously aimed at Yuri, and then aimed your elbow at my midsection. Because now you're revealing something that is unlikely to change my mind, especially after the assault. And then it's a little more hurtful. You know, you guys had it out in the first day. And it's like, It does kind of make me want to play the game multiple times. I just haven't seen how bad it's going to get, so I don't know that I'll be able to, but, like, mentally. But it just seems like no matter what, it just seems like this game actually does have branching plot lines where it's like each one I pick has degrees. Each one I pick has the effects upon the others. And it's sort of like, well, I thought early on that I wanted, like, Yuri was the one that I was most smitten by, so let's just lean into that. And I figured out how the game kind of worked in the sense that, oh, these little hoppingness, that seems to indicate that makes you happy. And I started to take notes and pay attention to that and continue my journey towards aiming at Yuri as the thing. And it just seems like the reality is each of these characters automatically just sort of default because I'm the main character wanted me. And I'm having to deal with the fact that socially I can only do, like, whatever I do aims towards one or another. Or I could just sort of not focus on anybody and just sort of keep it random. But then I don't think and I think that would keep the minimum, it would minimize the negativity, but ultimately I think that it still wouldn't work out well. Like, it's like, oh, you get nobody because, you know, everybody, it's like, drama's gonna happen, it's just gonna be minimal drama, whereas this way I'm, like, focused, and I'd rather see the focused outcome. But not a bad poem. I'm sure this was, like, done properly would, like, make a pretty decent song. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Yeah, no, okay, cool. And it's nice. I liked it, actually. It's much better than, in my opinion, than the other stuff, but hard to take it that way after you know, threw bows at my fucking midsection. Besides, the beach is awesome. I'm not a super huge big beach person. It really depends on the individual beach. You go to some beaches and you're like, man, this was a really nice day. Everything's beautiful, the sand and everything. And sometimes you're like, well, yes, it's technically a beach. It has sand and there is water. Like, I'm not a surfer. It's like, but not all beaches are created the same. Kind of hard to write about anything negative about a beach. Oh, I totally could. I could do it right now without even thinking about it. But, you know, the beach, you know? Yeah, no, I'm not going to. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's... Jeez. She better not have said anything bad about mine. Did you guys share your poems prior? Because I didn't think that was what happened normally. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. Are you guys lying? Because it doesn't make sense for her to say that. For her to want to do that. Makes way more sense for you to say that. Also for you to lie about it. You seem... She likes nature. She doesn't seem like a beach girl, does she? She's hella pale. She doesn't seem like she's super into swimming or all that. She seems like the type of girl who wants to be in the forest and shit. She seems like she'd be more likely found in a cave hanging out and just being like, this is cool, than at a beach. You look like the type who wants to go to a beach or some shit like that. Real talk. Like, just saying. You really can see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, that's not like I care. Do you like Yuri? Are you mad? Are you jealous of me? Is that what's going on? I just did it anyway. No, it's... She said it was you, and I talked to her first. And we spent the thing together. And honestly, I just don't think she really lies. I think that's her problem, is that she'll tell the truth and she'll say what she thinks sometimes. And that's the problem. You strike me as a liar. That you don't even know your own emotions and you don't know yourself well enough, and you would try to dissuade my opinion because, yeah, you already had a problem. Like, you assaulted me. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At least, at the very least, it was good practice. Yeah, I'm just gonna end it there. She lied. Like, she's like, oh no, it was her idea. It's like, between the two of you, who do I believe more? Yuri wanted to write about beaches, or you wanted to write about beaches? That Yuri wanted to have you both write about the same topic, or you wanted to write about the same topic? It sounds more like you wrote about the same topic because you convinced Yuri as a thing that had happened before because I mentioned it, and you're like, let's do it again. And Yuri was like, okay, it's outside my thing, and both of you are trying to play it up that way. And Yuri did a great job, and I liked it, and yours wasn't bad. I actually did like it. And it's nice that you were a little more positive, but now you're trying to... Yuri was just sort of like, well, you know, it was outside of what I normally do, but it's okay. It's like, it was, you know, I thought it was okay to go with. And it's like, you're trying to be like, oh, it was her idea, it was her idea. Like, much more deep, and it's like, you're the one that, like, would like that sort of thing. Why would she even come up with the beach? Like, hers was very romantic and sort of referring to me, sort of, I think, and it was nice. But so was yours, but it's like, not... Yeah, I don't know. But I'm gonna end this and then move on to... I'm afraid to do Sayori last. Like, she needs attention. It's just... I don't know.